Okay, in this half, I'll continue where I left off. Obviously, everybody else on the planet deserves to get tortured in hell forever for not standing with me and for not doing the right thing and not even dying instead of continuing their lives in this pure evil world. Why are you so comfortable in an evil world? Okay, it doesn't take a genius to see they're dead wrong. Their religions even tell them, in Islam, fight to the death in a situation like this. In Christianity, carry your cross. They are less than ujoo type of bitches. And speaking of that, that's where I was cut off in part one. Okay. Ujoo means coward. These warriors, page 59, Fighting for Honor. These warriors were the products of a militarization of their society reflected in their gendered social hierarchies. For men in these societies, honor and class status were linked to martial valor, creating powerful social pressure on young men to develop into successful warriors. Male youths were not considered full men in the society until they had decapitated worthy opponents with death strokes during justified wars. These Ufim, or honorable warriors, were predominantly men who had taken heads, although the rank could also be given to a male who had similarly killed a leopard. Ufim alone carry their machete and leopard skin sheaths and wear Ufi, the color red. The rest of the males who were branded ujoo, meaning coward, were considered to have failed to establish their masculinity. Obviously, females were beneath the cowards who failed to establish their masculinity. Okay? But obviously, these guys were like kids. These guys were like kids who needed to grow up who never did. Okay? And of course, you have the leopard skin sheaths. We had leopard knives, leopard skin sheaths, leopard fucking societies, leopard this, leopard that. Just like I showed you the Igbo artifact with the curved leopard tail. We see on the Narmer palette, the female has a leopard print dress or some kind of clothing, whatever it's called. All right, very straightforward. All right, so where were we? The juju. Okay, juju means magic. Ujoo, U-J-O-O, it turns out. I-J-O-O is the reproductive cycle. I-Ja-O, Ja and Ja, right? They're concerned with eating. Ball, bell, belly, right? These guys are worldly people. Witchcraft, ninnies, cowards. Okay, settler, settle, and set up. They're trying to set me up. Okay, it's a propaganda corrupt society with social norm fanatics trying to set me up because they have built their lives on witchcraft, juju. Okay, and they try to even inject the idea, listen carefully, they try to inject the idea of witchcraft on the idea of Obi. To them, the king is a sorcerer, a sage, kind of like in the Hindu religion where the sages replace the warrior class, okay? And when all over the world you see these cowardly Harry Potter type pussies replace the warrior class and try to make themselves seem ideal. How are you an ujoo fucking pussy and you're ideal? They have no viable counterargument to that. And of course, juju and pharmakeia are connected, where mental health tries to drug people. In fact, they do drug people. They even force medicate people and do electroshock therapy in extreme disgrace on people who don't accept their witchcraft social order bitch. If people don't think Harry Potter, Bill Gates, Bezos, and other fucking betas aren't ideal, they torture them with drugs and electroshock therapy. And we know on record in the 15,000 documents of MKUltra attained through the Freedom of Information Act, okay, that these were methods of torture that the CIA were looking into. Methods of torturing people and using truth serum and so on and so forth. Right? Torture them to do what you want them to do, including telling the truth about information and so on and so forth. Anyway, so again, this is a toxic cultural disorder that they have. Toxins, intoxicants. These are toxic psychotropic medications. Toxic. Toxins. Intoxicated. Their culture is toxic. They drug everybody to rub it in. They are moral relativists with Enlightenment era philosophies more often than not. Yes, utter trash. They are non-masculine martial. They're not masculine martial artists. Okay, that's part of their problem. They don't man up. Okay, that's why in the Igbo society, like, look, a basic part of being human and being a man is being a warrior. Okay, and then from there we see who's ideal based on who's the top martial artist, and it takes moral, mental, and romantic clarity to achieve that. Oh, I'm running out of time. I'm gonna have to fucking make this too. This is pissed me off. Boy, do people get, imagine this was a real human society and not a bunch of bitches. These people would be brought in front of me right now. They'd be beaten the fuck out of. They would be decapitated for their fucking treachery. They're set like fucking pitiful, envious, jealous-based, witchcraft, fucking coward disorder. People are bred to be out of touch. They are manifest destiny, eugenic bitches. The Supreme Court ruled that eugenics violates the double standard, the Equal Protection Clause, rather, in the Constitution. Okay? Their manifest destiny, bitch, was thoroughly exposed. Okay, you don't hear that word used anymore. It's done in private because they know it's ridiculous. They know they're Mickey Mouse bitches. They have no business being in charge. And behind the scenes, they're like, we're eugenicists. Don't tell anybody, acting like bitches. Mickey Mouse, manifest destiny, pussy. Okay? No place in civilized society. You know, there's no place, there should be no place for that in civilized society. There should be no place for that in martial arts. Instead, they're the corporate integrated martial science bitches that manipulate martial arts with their Hollywood fucking pencil dick, fucking Viagra wood pussy bitch. Anyway, moving on. So we have the Martha Mitchell effect with the Rosenhan experiment. There's a bunch of stuff that proves my point. The Iowa State Hospital and so on and so forth. Anyway. So I went over, okay, so the ujoo that does the juju tries to confuse you about who the obi is. Igbo backwards is obi. What is the essence of Igbo? Is it witchcraft, bitch? You're in West Africa in the heart of true human masculinity and martial art prowess, and you think witchcraft is the essence of society. By default, you can throw out that definition. Witchcraft is for pussies. They had disdain. These are the guys who showed a lethal grace for authority. That's how it's even put in the book. Okay? Witchcraft bitches had no place in the true hierarchy of the Igbo society. This is some fucking slave pussy bitch shit that fucking, this is part of the reason why the slaves were sold. Not all the slaves were witchcraft bitches, but some of them were. They say, look, you fucking sniveling, they're like, their arms and legs were flailing, they're like, look, you sniveling pussy. Go on the fucking ship like a good bitch. Okay? Now, obviously some good people were taken into slavery, but some of them were taken that way. And I don't think it's a coincidence that after you bred them and screened out the good genes for 400 years, none of these people are standing with me. That a coincidence? Or did they suck a witchcraft fucking dick following in the footsteps of Western beta bitch? Use your fucking head. There's no excuse for this kind of cowardice. When Obi really means king, heart, hut, soul, essence, king of king, God's son. Okay? The central building, the temple. Okay? The true king. I had a fucking time. Probably have to make this part fucking too because of these ujoo witchcraft fucking scientists, craftsmen, sage, fucking businessmen, pussies don't have any fucking heart. They raise kids that come from a long line of bitches with no fucking heart. And now no one will stand with me when it's time to do the right thing before people are trapped in ujoo mind control bitch. Okay? How bitch is that? Nobody should be fucking anybody. You should all realize you're children. And you're basically molesting each other with your cowardice bitch energy instead of the true righteous spirit of God. You're fucking